Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my YouTube channel Calculus and Mathematics Learning. In the previous video, we solved the fifth number, sixth number, seventh number, and eighth number part of question number 1 related with exercise number 1.4 related with the topic limits. In today's video, I will solve the remaining four part number 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th of question number 1, with which the question number 1 will be completed. So let's move toward part number I, which is the 9th part of question number 1, evaluate limit. It tells that limit x approaches to 0, 1 minus sin x divided by cos x, find the value of this fraction when the limit x approaches to 0. So move towards the solution of this problem. Here limit x approaches to 0 means that the value of x we will put over here 0. So it becomes 1 minus, so if I apply the limit over here, it becomes 1 minus sin time of x is 0, so put 0 over here and the whole fraction, so cos square, and x is 0, so put 0 here. So we know that sine 0 is always equal to 0, sine 0 degree is equal to 0, and cos 0 degree is always equal to 1. So it becomes 1 minus sine 0 is 0, so put 0 over here, divided by cos square 0. So we can write it just like cos time of 0 whole square. This square in on both cos and 0 whole square, so it becomes cos 0 whole square. After this, it becomes 1. 1 minus 0 gives us 1 divided by cos of 0 is equal to 1. So put 1 over here, it becomes 1 whole square. So it becomes 1 divided by 1 square gives us 1. So the result will be 1. Now move to the part J of question number 1. It tells that limit x approaches to 0, find the value of tangent x divided by x. So move towards the solution of this problem. Here limit x approaches to 0 means that we will put the value of x0 in this fraction. So it becomes a tangent time of x is 0, so put 0, and divided by x is 0, so put 0. Remember, we already find the value of sine 0 and cos 0, so tangent 0 will be equal to the sine 0 divided by cos 0 according to the formula of tangent x. Because we know that tangent x is always equal to sine x divided by cos x. So just put the value of x0 here. So it becomes tangent 0 sine 0 by cos 0. Here we already find the value of sine 0, which is 0, divided by cos of 0 is 1. So 0 divided by 1 gives us value 0. So it means that the value of tangent 0 is 0, and here in division we also have a 0. So we already learned in the previous 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th problem that this type of this form is called indeterminate form. It doesn't mean indeterminate form. So remember, when in trigonometric function or in trigonometric problem or the limit of problem of trigonometry, when this form come, indeterminate form come, we apply limit L'Hospital rule. L'Hospital rule tells that taking the derivative of a function separately. So here we will differentiate limit x approaches to 0. Take the derivative of tangent x, so derivative of tangent x is secant square x according to the L'Hospital rule. L'Hospital rule. Divided by the derivative of x is 1. So it becomes a limit x approaches to 0, secant square x. Now we can write secant square x just like limit x approaches to 0. Secant is the reciprocal of cos x, so it becomes 1 over cos square x. So put the value of x0, so it becomes by applying the limit, it becomes 1 over cos of 0 whole square. So cos of 0 we already find it equals 1, so it becomes 1 divided by 1 square. So the whole result will be 1. So the answer to the problem number J is 1. Now move to the problem number K. It tells that limit x approaches to 0, find the value of secant x minus 1 divided by x multiply secant x. We know that secant x, it is the reciprocal form of cos x, so it becomes 1 over cos x. So the value of secant x is equal to 1 over cos x. So move towards solution. Limit x approaches to 0, secant x will become 1 over cos x minus 1 divided by x multiply secant x is 1 over cos x, so it becomes 1 over cos x. After this limit x approaches to 0, we can write 1 just like cos x divided by cos x. Because cos x divided by cos x again gives a value 1, so we can write 1 just like cos x divided by cos x. After this, we will take the LCM of cos x, and cos x is cos x. So in numerator we are left with 1 minus cos x whole divided by x multiply 1 over cos x gives us x divided by cos x. After this limit x approaches to 0, 1 minus cos x divided by cos x. Here it is in the form of division, divided by x divided by cos x. So after this limit x approaches to 0, it becomes 1 minus cos x divided by cos x. Remember, when in mathematics this division is cancelling by taking or bringing multiply sign. So when multiply sign comes over here, this x divided by cos x will reciprocate. It becomes cos x divided by x. So after this it becomes a limit x approaches to 0. Multiply cos x with 1, it gives us cos x. Multiply the same cos x with cos x, it gives us minus cos square x divided by x cos x, because x multiply with cos x. After this it will give us a limit x approaches to 0, cos x divided by x cos x. Just split this fraction into 2, because cos x divided by x cos x and minus cos square x can be written as cos x multiply cos x divided by x and cos x. After this cos x is cancelled with cos x and cos x is cancelled with cos x. So we are left with limit x approaches to 0. Here we are left with 1 over x and here minus time of cos x divided by x. After this we are going to take the LCM, it becomes x and numerator we are left with 1 minus cos x. Now applying the limit. So by applying the limit here, if we put x 0, so it becomes 1 minus cos 0 is equal to 1. So it becomes 1 minus 1 divided by x is 0. So it becomes 0 by 0. It is an indeterminate form over here. Over here we have an indeterminate form, so we will differentiate this 1 minus cos x divided by x according to the L'Hospital rules. We already learned in the previous part when this form comes in trigonometry in cos x and secant x function, just like trigonometric function, we will differentiate each and every term separately. So it becomes a limit x approaches to 0, derivative of a constant 1 is 0, so it becomes 0 minus derivative of a cos x is minus sin x divided by the derivative of x is 1. So it becomes limit x approaches to 0, minus minus gives us sin x, and here is divided by 1, so sin x will give us sin x. Now applying the limit also, it becomes a sin time of x is 0. So sin 0 we already learned that sin 0 is equal to 0. So the whole result to the problem is 0. Now move to the last part of today's lecture, part number L of question number 1. It tells that limit x approaches to 0, find the value of tangent square x divided by x. So move towards a solution of this problem number L. Limit x approaches to 0 means that the value of x is move towards 0. It is very close to 0. So we will put the value of 0 in this fraction. It becomes tangent time of x is 0, so put 0. So tangent 0 whole square divided by x is 0, so put 0. So you know that tangent 0 is equal to 0, so put 0. It becomes 0 square gives us 0 divided by 0. This is an indeterminate form again. So by coming an indeterminate form in trigonometric limit, here is trigonometric function, so this is trigonometric limit. So we will use L'Hospital rule, using L'Hospital rule. In L'Hospital rule, we take the derivative of each and every function separately. So the derivative of tangent x whole square will be, we have a formula for the generalized power rule of differentiation, that derivative of x power n, this is generalized power rule. The derivative of x power n is always equal to the n time of x power n minus 1. Using the same generalized rule over here, 2 will come to the front just like this formula, n is come towards the x, 2 will come toward tangent x, so it becomes 2 times of tangent x. In power we will subtract 1, so subtracting 1 from 2 it becomes 1, so 2 times of tangent x, multiplying the derivative of this inner function. So derivative of tangent x is secant square x, so the whole derivative is 2 tangent x secant square x. Now taking the derivative of function x, so derivative of x is 1, because dx by dx will cancel out with each other, we are left with 1. So in denominator we are left with 1. Now here limit is x approaches to 0. So put the value of 0, it becomes 2 times of tangent 0 multiply secant time of x is 0. So secant 0 whole square. Tangent 0 is equal to 0. So 0 multiply 2 gives us 0 and 0 multiply something will give us 0. So the whole result will be 0. So with this question I finish my lecture. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel and also hit the bell icon to receive the upcoming notification about easy second year mathematics. Thank you.